des hommes avides de rêves, d'aventure et d'espèces, à la recherche de futur. Qui n'a jamais rêvé de ces mers secrètes, de ces mers lointaines, peuplées de légendes, ou d'une richesse soudaine qui se conquerrait au détour d'un chemin de par des guerres des hommes. Qui n'a jamais souhaité voir le soleil souverain quitter ses bras, au cœur du pays Inca, vers la richesse et l'histoire des mystérieuses cités d'or.
Hidden Inca Tour show us Machu Coca. You see, there's not just Machu Picchu.
Ollaytatambo has a masculine aspect and a feminine aspect, and that was the whole thing about the Inca belief system and philosophy was duality and balancing duality. So this is the masculine aspect here, and this is the feminine. So the feminine is the ceremonial terraces where the royal Inca food was grown. And then the large building up there is a kolka, so that's a storage facility. And then on the left-hand side is the temple of Viracocha. And then in the middle, it's hard to see this time of day, the profile of a human face, right in the middle. You can see on top there's a little, it looks like he's wearing a crown. And then come part way down and you see the eye with a vertical slit. His nose is missing, and inside of his mouth there's one fang or tooth. So he's watching over and sending the energy to the feminine part. So he's like,
why they would store the food so up high?
what?
Why they would store the food so up high?
Because the wind is perfect.
Maybe the temperature is just right there.
And that too. And, no, but the whole thing is dehydrating the food, so the wind's, it's always windy here, so the wind's blowing across it like that. And then on the right side is the fortress part. So that's where the soldiers would be in order to get a good bird's eye view or a good view of who's in the valley, who's coming this way. And again, the quarry, this is all granite. But the only good stuff comes from the top of the mountain right there. So it has to come down to the valley floor, it has to come across the river, then it has to come up the hill. And it ain't in, I've been up there 3 times. The trail only goes about two-thirds of the way and then it disappears. Like, there is no trail.
Can you see any
Yeah,
quarry
there's some,
evidence?
there's some rough cut blocks up there, about 50 to 100 tons. So unfortunately, pictures are put on the internet all the time of this area. They say stairs for giants, and it's like, no. Stop it with the, well, you stop it with the giants all the time.
Yeah.
Well, they're big stones. They had to have been moved by giants. How about something a little more sophisticated than that?
Maybe some technology, you know?
But you can see the
Genetically
Inca
engineered
terracing
plants.
system is so well engineered that the water is channeled to the first level. And then it goes through the soil, then sand, then broken stone, then it hits the bedrock. So it's forced to move to the next level where it just keeps, so it's a giant percolating system. And they heat up, of course, during the daytime. So when the sun goes down, there's still so much heat in the stone, the plants keep growing, you know. So these are Royal Inca terraces, experimental stations, as compared to up there. Like that's where the commoners' food would have been grown. But there are also microclimates going all the way up.
Are those rock faced if you were up there? Are they rock faced or are they just soil faced? Are they rock faced similar to this?
It's soil and volcanic ash, and then rock, often. So let's go to the Temple of the Condor. You'll have to see, I'm going deaf.
They're practicing for the
Oh, are they? Oh, okay, great. So we're going to go up there. You're not using the knobs to lift up the stone because it's the bedrock. So the Inca found this here. But But they watched the play of light and shadow as the year went on. And supposedly, it may be the summer solstice, not the winter solstice, that at noon, the sun casts a shadow through that knob that's in the middle, and it makes a pattern straight down there. So the Inca created that notch at the bottom to make it a sundial, so they knew exactly when the solstice was. The shadow goes boom and locks into there.
Marvelous.
That way you don't have to wear a wrist watch.
And again, look at the terracing goes all the way to the top.
Unbelievable. Are these knobs larger than normal?
Yeah,
Welcome to Ollaytatambo. According to the Runa Simi or Keswa Simi or Quechua language, Ollaytatambo. You see here it's possible 2 windows, 2 niches, or maybe it's other one. But for us, according to the Andean cosmovision, it's for 2 energies, masculine and feminine energy. Every in the winter solstice, you receive the sun to the east. So imagine these people stay there and receive the free sun, the new sun. Right now, you put the blocking, you put the cream for blocking the sun in your face or in your body. But in this time, never use it, these creams. Because imagine you never, in this time, the free shower is with the sun. Today, don't receive more sun shower. In this time, it's very important to receive to the sun shower. Imagine you receive the windy, the oxygenous energy. It's incredible. Earth, water, all this energy. So this is for 2 energies, feminine and masculine. It's very ancient. It's more antique. It's only Inca's time. It's more antique. We don't know with one machine making it, but it's possible to see in the app some other technology. But right now all is closed. But this is very special town because it stays in 3 valleys. 1, 2, 3 valleys. The 3 levels, 3 different levels energy to the sky, to the world, on the ground. Consciousness, this world and the spiritual world. Just imagine these people understand these people work with this energy. Because for us it's so more intense, it's so more energetic place. For this the Incas people coming here and foundation this place, Ollaytatambo.
and then this curve that's in that stone has almost like a checkerboard or chessboard pattern carved into the surface.
Onto the base.
Yeah, on the flat.
Oh, right.
That had to have been done using some kind of cutting tool. Unfortunately, you're not allowed up there anymore. Ancient Aliens, when we were here filming Ancient Aliens, they let us do anything we want. They paid a lot of money, so they let us do whatever we wanted. So the head cameraman went up there and he saw it.
Is that the sawmark area, Brian?
Yeah, that's it right there.
Right there. Oh, okay.
If you look straight up, there's an outcropping. It almost looks like a lizard or snake head with the eyeball.
Well, if we go a bit farther this way.
Does anybody else see that?
An iguana.
Maybe that's the condor, okay.
Mm-hmm. Perfect cut again. Perfect cut.
I call lizard.
You look up here, there's a pointy bit, broken, that's the head of the gondola. There's the wing, big part coming out. That's what they call this, similarity between the natural features. And then notice the flat surfaces again, knobs sticking out. This is obviously a pre-Inca structure. And it's from this material. This material is really of poor quality, but somehow they're able to get big enough pieces in order to construct this. And like it, kind of like a See, those shapes obviously fitted somewhere here, but the whole thing just boom.
It's weird on the steps too that don't really go to anywhere.
Yeah, I used to be able to go up there, but then notice the trapezoidal niches up there too.
Yeah.
Voici le V parfait de la vallée secrète à Ollaytatambo. Vous pouvez voir le V vulvique parfait. Ce mont, avec le coca, qui est la structure ici, avec la baraque militaire, et le coca, c'est la structure qui veut dire remise pour la nourriture. C'est donc le côté masculin. Et ensuite, en allant vers là, vers le temple du soleil et de la lune, vous avez le côté féminin, les terrasses féminines. Donc blanc ou noir, rouge ou jaune, jour et nuit, plus et moins. C'est une question de rechercher l'équilibre. Ce n'est pas une question d'être toujours dans le positif et d'éviter le négatif. C'est une question de les balancer, d'être capable d'être présent avec soi, les autres, l'univers et la nature. Voilà qu'est-ce que c'est. L'équilibre. L'équilibre ne veut pas toujours dire d'être toujours positif ou d'être toujours négatif. C'est d'être capable d'assurer une certaine réalisme imaginatif psychédélique. Dans l'infinité, l'infinité et l'au-delà. L'infinité et l'au-delà. Soyez plus fort que la nature, mais dansez avec elle. Suivez son mouvement également. Soyez vous-même et non pas quelque chose ou quelqu'un d'autre. Écoutez attentivement lorsque vous êtes dans une période basse et vous comprendrez comment remonter et retrouver la hauteur. In Lakesh, in Laken, Alakin.